All right. I want to talk about something that Paul Graham said, because I think this is important for students who are thinking about getting into the entrepreneurship game. And Paul Graham had a very interesting and counterintuitive point, Jason. He said, don't drop out of college to start or work for a startup. There will be other and probably better startup opportunities, but you can't get your college years back. Now, in the industry, I would say in technology, there's a fascination with people who drop out of Stanford and Harvard and go out to found companies and such. But this struck me as almost counter-narrative. So I just was kind of curious for you, talking to the youngest founders who might be thinking about Founder University or the Launch Accelerator, what would you say to them about college, dropping out, or just finishing up your years?
Well, it's a good question. As a parent and a softie, which Paul Graham is, I think this is like a softie, like, you only live once, and college could be so much fun and et cetera. So I get it. He's not wrong about that. You can't get your college years back. But then there's also people who college is like kind of a waste of time for. They are serious, driven individuals, and those are 4 of your prime, let's call it 30 years of being able to have unlimited energy to pursue something. I'd say from 18 to 50, or you're like, I have unlimited energy. Now, when you're 50, maybe you get tired, your health could go, you just might not be as sharp, you could be in cognitive decline, you could be in physical decline, you could be in emotional decline. You just may not have, and I'm speaking very broadly here, but it does match my experience that, you gain a bunch of wisdom, and one of the pieces of wisdom you might gain when you get older is, it's not that important. What matters is your family and your experiences. So you lose that maniacal energy of youth where you see your startup, your project, your movie, your book, your art, whatever it is, your restaurant, as the most important thing, and you get obsessed about it. So those are your obsessive years, your 20s into 30s and 40s. If you feel obsessed by something and you have to go do it, I have no problem with you dropping out of college. If you don't have something you feel particularly obsessed with, dropping out of college to join a startup is what he's saying here is the key part of it. But actually, no, he does say to start or work for startups. I would say to start a startup, I have no problem with you dropping out. I think it's a great idea. You'll learn more from starting a company than from working on a startup. To work at a startup, I probably wouldn't unless it was something incredibly unique in the world that was breaking out, i.e., you're Zuckerberg's roommate, he's dropping out, he got $500K from Peter Thiel, and you're going to go with him to pursue that? Yeah, go do that. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I see Keith Rabois is like, Thiel Fellows would probably disagree. Paul makes a good point. Well, the Thiel Fellowship gives you that money to pursue a project, but they don't take equity, and it's not like you don't have to do a startup. You could just do a project, right?
Yeah, the Thiel Fellowship is just a different way to approach, I think, the college era of your life, which is here's some time to go explore intellectual curiosities, broaden your horizons, try some stuff. It's not go raise venture capital and try to build the next Palantir.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say the Thiel Fellows is looking like one of these crazy ideas that I think really paid off for Peter Thiel with a huge chip stack giving, I don't know how many people have gone through the Thiel Fellowship. It's a good question for producer Claude, but he's been doing that for 15 years, I think. And if he's been doing it for 15 years and 100 people went through it every year at 100,000 each, and he did 10 million a year for 15 years, that's 150 million. I think there's an investment in there or two that he made subsequent with those individuals. And I don't know if it was 100 people each year or 25, but whatever the numbers is, I think the math actually maths out.
So producer Claude says there's 313 total Thiel Fellows, and at your math for the cost, Jason added in the time value of money, all he has to do is get one early shot at a unicorn and the math works out. It's actually not that expensive from that perspective.
Not at all. I mean, which is Paul Graham's business as well, and mine to a certain extent, with Founder University and Launch Accelerator. So if it's an extraordinary idea and you feel like you need to pursue it, drop out. If it's an extraordinary company with an extraordinary founder and you feel the need to join it, okay to drop out. If you don't have a great idea, why drop out? You might as well just keep gaining your skills. And to Paul's point, yeah, you can enjoy college. There's nothing wrong with enjoying college. People are different though. Founders are mutants. And so the way you have to say this is, if you're a mutant, should you join the X-Men? Yes. If you're not a mutant, should you join the X-Men? Well, you're not qualified to, so yeah, stay in college. The people who are actual mutants, they basically start building companies in college. I went to college at night because I wanted to build things during the day. I was building my magazines during the day, working and going to college. So mutants are mutants. They're going to use their mutant powers. You can't hold them back. For civilians, humans, mortals, yeah, stay in college, sure.